Hello, and welcome to
Outtakes podcast with
Matt
and Dan. And today we're talking about our favorite pastime. The Nintendo Entertainment System was the ultimate. I've got the power! Did you start off with the NES or did you have an Atari?
Dan, you ignorant slut.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Of course I didn't have an Atari. I am not Gen X.
I had one.
What?
It was my father's, but I played it.
You had it before Nintendo?
Mm-hmm.
How old were you?
Pretty young.
How young?
I was in preschool, like 3 and 4. I would play Pitfall and Asteroids and shit.
You were the original screen boy.
Oh yeah, that's me.
You weren't even going to the arcade at home.
I couldn't even wipe my own ass.
I wipe my own ass!
But I could play Pac-Man.
I couldn't wipe my own ass. Leave me some Pac-Man, though.
I had to climb up to the toilet with a little step stool they made for toddlers and maybe the elderly.
Dinky Dan over there.
I made a funny.
But I could blast the shit out of some centipedes. Oh yeah.
Pulverize those babies. So you were playing Atari in preschool, not age appropriate, I think. When are kids supposed to be playing video games?
Well, you know, my mom was basically like, God damn it, when are they going to finally invent an iPad? Oh, here's something. Go do this.
Lose my phone number.
Are you saying that your mom was a futurist? She saw the future coming and she knew that the iPad was going to be big, but she was ahead of her time, right?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people credit Steve Jobs with his, being a visionary. But I remember my mom plopping me in front of the TV, sticking the Atari joystick in my hand. Here you go, play Centipede again or whatever. And then she'd get on the phone, the landline. That's all there was. Hey, Steve, hurry the fuck up. What is taking so long?
When she was done with Ron, your dad.
Hold on, I got a work call to make. Steve, how hard is it? I mean, I gave you the blueprints.
Steve, you're an idiot.
Do the
Is that why Steve Jobs was such a jerk?
Steve Jobs?
Because of Stacy Dwy?
Oh, yeah, she would nag him relentlessly. I don't care if it's lunch. Go stick your fucking carrot up your ass.
You smell terrible, Steve. And my son doesn't even know how to wipe. I got him on this Atari, and that's it. You remember Atari. Were you blown away by Atari, Dan?
Atari was cool. It was like, I kind of wish like the guy in Pitfall looked a little bit more like a guy. It was so crude. It passed the time and stuff like that. But then when I saw Nintendo, I've got the power! Powered that baby up.
How did you procure this Nintendo? What year was it?
1928.
Newspapers for sale.
Right before the Depression.
Must have been like,
31? Post-Depression?
must have been 1987 or so, 1988.
A 3 or 4-year-old Dwy was on the Nintendo.
I wipe my own ass!
So you were an early adapter for sure.
I definitely know I had it by the time I was 5. I know I had it by the time kindergarten was starting. The Atari was technically my dad's, and I played with it, and the Nintendo, like a birthday present for my father, along with the golden cartridge of The Legend of Zelda,
Terrible game.
plus the Mario and Duck Hunt game that it came with.
Incredible games.
Not a Legend of Zelda fan?
Fuck no.
Nerd.
Forget it. I hate it. Don't understand it. Those were so cool, those cartridges. It was such a cock tease. And I said it at the time. This is a cock tease, Mom. This game sucks. I don't want to read.
I get it.
I don't want this girly man legend or Colt 45.
Quiet, boy.
Link.
Link. Missing Link.
That little nerd saved my life.
I will say Mario was like awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Graphically, gameplay-wise, that was all cool. But yeah, Legend of Zelda, I liked it, but also you're like this little fat, round, blobby guy walking around. It didn't look as cool.
Why did people like it?
It's a really good game.
Why? I don't get it.
It was one of the first long form, could take you hours and hours and hours to complete the quests and the temples and acquire different equipment.
Nerd.
It's like watching paint dry. God.
A white nerd.
You know what game I had that I wanted to love, and I played it a bunch, but it sucked so bad? Superman.
I never even knew they had it.
Yeah. And you know what really, really pissed me off? There was a title screen with like this big, tall, pixelated Superman.
Right?
And then you go into the game and Superman is like this tiny bobblehead.
A little block.
Obviously, graphically, they could do it. They did it on the title screen. And then when you're playing the game, everybody looks like a Funko Pop doll. And I was like, this is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
You said that? Your mouth washed out with soap?
I said, Mom, this is fucking bullshit. She's like, not now. I'm yelling at Steve.
Where's my snack pack?
Dan, would you compare the Superman game to the cinematic abomination that is Superman 4?
Superman.
No, Superman 4 was fucking awesome.
Unpopular opinion with Dan.
You see, the thing is with Nintendo, as the years went on, nobody really challenged them for a long time in terms of a competing home console.
They had no Mr. T to their Rocky.
Come on, Creed.
They had no up-and-comers.
So their library of games was just enormous, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games.
I am rich, bitch.
And there were a lot of games that did the same thing to me that Superman did to me, where the cover art looked awesome. Even some of the animations and the title screen looked awesome. And then you go in to play the game and it's like, what the fuck is this? You're a dot that shoots smaller dots at a fucking blob. This is not as advertised. What the fuck is going on?
The fuck?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, they looked like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The bad guys looked like bad guys.
Konami, right?
Yeah, Konami.
Thank you, Konami.
It's a challenging game, but it was totally fun, and it totally felt like you were playing Ninja Turtles.
Felt like I was eating pizza with the guys. I first played it in the bowling alley. I got it for Nintendo, and I was like, this is like the arcade game. This is just as good. Crack
We're talking about
into
different
my
games.
brain. What? This balloon that I had built up, it's just deflated.
Don't you think the whole thing with Super Mario 2 was weird?
Yes. What's the deal with Super Mario 2?
What's the deal?
With Super Mario 2?
Are you familiar with the real story?
No.
Okay, so in Japan, right, the Nintendo Entertainment System as we knew it was the Famicom over there. Nintendo! And Super Mario was very successful both there and here.
Mm-hmm.
They made a Super Mario 2 that was very, very much like the first one. Same graphics and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was like crazy hard. And Nintendo of America was like, this is way too difficult for the American audience.
Idiot, idiot, idiot.
We're not going to be able to sell this. People are going to fucking hate it.
The fuck?
So instead of just not selling it, they took a different game and put Mario characters into it and sold that in America as Super Mario 2.
You idiot!
What did Master Yoshi think about this?
Master Yoshi.
I guess, he was fine enough with it. It happened.
What about Splinter?
What about Splinter?
Splinter.
The Nintendo Brain Trust. Splinter, Krang, Shredder. How'd they let this happen? How did they fail so spectacularly on their sophomore effort?
Well, I mean, it was not really a fail. It came out in America later as Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels.
That's code for Super Mario, this is shit. Whenever you have lost something, it means shit.
But really, that was Super Mario 2 from Japan.
This is our Danny DeVito to our Arnold Schwarzenegger and twins. It's the crap left over.
I am the leftover crap that I'm no good?
We just thought Super Mario 2 that we got was Super Mario 2.
Right.
It introduced a lot of characters that later became like Super Mario canon.
Like what?
The Shy Guys, Birdo,
Birdo.
Oh, Birdo, yeah. My mechanic.
Mouser, right? Wasn't that his name?
It does ring a bell. How much would you have to play a game for you to be like, okay, this sucks? Because I could see you playing a game 3 weeks straight, trying to make the best of it, and then finally like giving up.
The fuck?
Well, that's very much in my personality with things like that. Yeah, that Superman Nintendo game.
Superman.
I kept popping it in. I'm like, I love Superman. And every time I played it, I'm just like, this is just not Superman.
Superman.
Maybe if I get to the next level, the graphics will be like they were on the title screen. Maybe I'm just not to the good part yet.
You'd be a really good cult member.
Oh, Kool-Aid is delicious.
Yes. Super Mario 2 was basically Super Mario 2, and Super Mario 3 is the real Super Mario 2.
Nope.
I have so many questions.
Go on.
Super Mario 3 is Super Mario 3.
Okay. 3 comes after 2.
So Super Mario 2 in Japan, it was just like the first game, but it was more difficulty in the levels. So Nintendo of America said, this is way too challenging. It's like not even fair.
The fuck?
So they took some other game like Doki Doki or something like that. And they put the Mario characters in it and sold it as Super Mario 2.
You can't put lipstick on a pig.
And then when Super Mario 3 came out, it was Super Mario 3 everywhere. We just had a different 2 than they had.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Like the Americans, I am a little slow.
You've no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
I'm an idiot. So it takes me a little time to get it on the uptake. Why would they just repeat the same thing? Why wouldn't they try to level up, literally?
For the Japanese version of Super Mario 2?
Yes.
I think their idea at that time of leveling up was ramping up the difficulty and making these crazy, impossible levels.
You can take a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
So here again, folks, is why you should recruit Dan to your cult. Because he's a company man.
You company man.
And he'll repeat exactly what you want him to say. That's bullshit.
This is
bullshit.
That's not creative at all. Super Mario was so cool and dynamic. And then Super Mario 3 was awesome. Super Mario 2 needs to be worthy of the Super Mario name, right?
I didn't work on any of these, I didn't make it.
Shit.
All right.
I mean, what the fuck is your problem, bro?
Where's my snack pack?
I'm sorry. You know what it is? I'm jealous because you're an incredible video game player.
I'm stupid, you're smart.
No,
Yes, you are.
I had my day. I passed the baton to my son.
Dad?
I tried playing Fortnite with this kid, and it was like a freaking baby with no motor controls was playing against him.
You got smoked.
Oh my god.
You got smoked.
Yeah.
So did you like Super Mario 2?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked how the different characters had slightly different jumps. You remember that?
Yeah, kind of. I wasn't sophisticated enough. We both know I'm a terrible video game.
The princess could kind of fly a little bit, like she would glide for a little bit. Luigi had a funny jump where his legs were just wiggle in the air, and he had like a longer sustained jump in the air.
Luigi!
And Mario and Toad just basically jumped like normal. But you could also duck and charge up your jump and then jump higher.
They should have just called Super Mario 2 the Luigi bitch mix. It wasn't super.
Well, Matt, I don't think you were as serious of a gamer as I was.
Yeah.
You idiot!
I do remember coming to your house. I think we were playing Super Mario 3. When you were player one, even if the second player was playing their turn, player one could hit the start button and pause the game. So Matt played till he died, which didn't take that long. And then he was bored because it was my turn, and all he did was pause, unpause, pause, unpause, pause, unpause, pause, unpause, making it impossible for me to do anything. And he was just trying to make me die so it would be his turn again. So much fun.
I think my cousin did that to me, so abuse begets abuse.
Oh, you were just continuing the cycle?
Dan, I would like to use this opportunity to formally apologize. I'd like to apologize to Nintendo for desecrating your game, and I was not worthy of the gun.
Afraid I'll have to take your badge and gun.
The duck hunt gun. We need to do a full episode on Nintendo. Gosh darn it.
We could do several episodes on Nintendo, especially if you want to get into Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Sega! And that whole battle. Sega! For God's sakes, Game Boy. Remember Game Boy?
Oh, I do. Tetris. It's like a Slavic song that everybody likes to hum to. I think Super Mario was the only game that I've ever beaten. It took me till last year to do it.
Uh-huh. You beat it, though.
But I got there.
Nice. A lot of my Nintendo games were actually just hand-me-downs from my uncle who, I don't know, didn't want them anymore.
The one who used to burn cigarettes on your...
On my cornea? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember I had Metroid, and I believe it was a hand-me-down from him. But Metroid, at least, that was a hard game. But if you made it to a certain spot and you died, it would show you a password. And then you could type the password back in to get back to where you were.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. But I remember the password was also like 20 fucking characters long. And just trying really fast to scribble down. Okay, J, K, U, 2, X. Fuck, it's gone.
Did you even know how to read at this point?
Oh, this was last year. Still getting hand-me-downs. I was trying to make up for my cigarette-induced blindness.
You're paying for the sins of your mother harassing Steve Jobs all the time and making technology happen.
Steve Jobs?
Can I let you in on a little secret?
Yes.
He didn't die of cancer.
Dad?
Unless cancer's name is Stacy Twat.
Listen, you can take my wife.
Take my wife, please!
But Stacy, we love you. All the money in the world, and he still couldn't get over Stacy Dwy.
My wife.
Did you like the Super Mario movie? Not the most recent one, but the live-action one from 1993.
I thought it was weird. They changed everything. I did think the jumping hydraulic boot things were cool.
But dear Lord.
Super Mario Brothers in name only.
I knew Bob Hoskins was British, first of all. I'm 9 years old, but I knew it.
Fucking Judas.
And I knew that John Leguizamo is Puerto Rican.
You mean like John Leguizamo?
Give me my ethnically correct characters, okay? I'm an absolutist. I'm what they call a not...
Cancelled.
Listen, that aside, Goombas are little brown walking mushrooms. And then in the movie,
Oh, that creeped me out.
they're 10 feet tall, trench coat wearing lizards with tiny heads. Who designed this?
This Koopa clown.
Nazis. I think Nazis designed it. I think they were trying to terrorize audiences. Dennis Hopper as Koopa?
I'd like the Koopa special. No worms. Spicy.
Hell no. And they didn't even have Princess. Princess wasn't even in it, I don't think. Right? Bridget Fonda? Mario! No, she wasn't in it. Dan, what's worse? The Super Mario Brothers movie or the He-Man Masters of the Universe movie?
Oh, with Dolph Lundgren?
Yes, what's worse?
I think He-Man.
I loved He-Man.
I loved He-Man.
I loved the movie when I watched it. I was too young.
You didn't know it was shit?
Dolph Lundgren will be the voice of this dog.
I didn't know it was shit.
Well, that's why I like Superman 4. It was the first one I saw.
I know, but you still defend it. I ain't defending no Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
It's still a banger.
Dolph Lundgren, great He-Man in terms of aesthetics.
No. Even at sight, this guy does not look like fucking He-Man. He looks like a guy in a trailer park that wants to be a rock star.
The mullet.
27 days left to sell Dolph Lundgren's house.
Did you like the new Mario movie?
Yeah.
Will you close us out on a Mario song?
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah!
And that's how I feel about you, friend.
I like the way you work it. No diggity.
Oh, I love you too.
This has been a mini podcast on Nintendo and Super Mario, our first early experiences, a little bite-sized hors d'oeuvre, a little guacamole, a little guacamole.
Holy guacamole!
Guacamole.
Oh my.
The Howard Stern Show. That's George Takei.
Any other thoughts, Dan?
Well, you should definitely like, subscribe, and comment on anything we do. And I will suggest to people that they check out the fake SNL trailer for Mario Kart, the movie starring Pedro Pascal.
Who does he play?
Well, have you seen it? He turns to camera and he says, "It's a me, Mario." So good.
It's me, a Mario. How good is it when you hear the coin sound? Whenever I meditate and I think of like good things, I think coin, ding, ding, ding. I think, oh, Matt, you're having a good day? Ding. When I make a basket, ding. When I get laid, ding. When I watch a good movie, ding. When I lose in life or I get yelled at. How did the Japanese come up with Mario? Have something to do with World War II and the Axis alliance that Italy had with Japan?
No, I think it was Mario was originally Jumpman in Donkey Kong.
Jumpman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was easier to make it look like a guy if they put a mustache in the middle of his face. And Shigeru Miyamoto was like, well, Italians are hairy.
Racist.
That's Master Splinter.
Splinter.
Shigeru Miyamoto?
Yeah.
No.
Racist.
No, he's the founder of Nintendo. We bow to you.
We're not worthy!
He never got Stacy Dwight. He never got cancer. Got him.
Wait, what was Splinter's name in the original? I know Shredder was Orokosaki, and it was Hamato Yoshi. That's it.
Hamato Yoshi.
I remembered Hamato Yoshi.
Isn't it great when you remember something right before the internet and it's like kids don't give a shit?
The fuck?
If I can remember anything at all, I'm like creaming my pants.
Bam. We get bigger.
Well, let's end on that. Kids, just remember, magic mushrooms make you big and strong.
Yep. Just like an erection. Oops. Cut it. All right, Dan. Well, it was great talking to you. And if I never see you again, kidding. I'll see you soon.